exciting things. We're out here on our lease, first of all, and one of the exciting things about doing the podcast with someone like Tom is, you know, we get to not just have a conversation, but go back after it's edited and produced and actually put it to use. So, you know, we're just following up out here. You know, we talked on that podcast with Tom about how we thought we had a spot picked out. We're kind of in that general area now, and it's right here. So everything's a little bit more overgrown than we had originally anticipated, but yeah, you know, it's going to be a project, and it should take, you know, a couple weeks at least. I think Tom said this is about the time.
Just to kind of reiterate what Tom said. Tom suggested we talk about food plots. You know, we're on a lease here. I think our lease is 190 acres. Most of it, I would say half of it is tillable. It's been wet as can be in Indiana. If you're hearing this, you probably already know. This was supposed to be corn this year, and so far nothing. I mean, they've only tried to work a little bit of it, so it's June 4th. Not real sure what's going to happen. So we're going to reach out to our landowner here before too long and say, hey, listen, if that's not going to get planted, or what, you know, if something's different's going to happen because of the wet conditions, we'd like to maybe section off some up for a food plot. But the thing that Tom James from Base Camp Country Real Estate was on, he suggested finding a little honey hole kind of a food plot inside the woods, right in a transition area. So we're going to try it. We're going to show you this. Just inside this little, what we call the finger, is a bit of an open spot. And we're going to just kind of do a little recon today and see if we can't come in and clear it off maybe 1st of August and spray it. And then come in mid-August, end of August, and plant something in there.
See what we got.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's all about bringing the deer here. Actually, I think the deer come through our lease quite a bit.
Got to get them to stay a little bit.
Get them to stay a little bit longer. So, check it out. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, so we're standing in a spot that we kind of had picked out. It's a little bit of a walk back from the finger where we were just at. You know, it's about, I don't know, 30 yards by 30 yards ish. Tall grass. You know, I don't know if this is a product because of all the rain we've had recently, or if this is just kind of the way this lays, but it's pretty wet back here right now, so I don't know if it'd be the best spot for a food plot. But you know, Tom talked about if sunlight can't reach it, nothing's gonna grow. It's, you know, kind of 101 stuff. So, you know, this is what you're looking for. No canopy up ahead blocking sunlight. It's kind of wide open here. I just don't know if it's too wet.
Well, we're standing in not quite ankle deep water. So, but again, it's been really wet here, and we're in a low area.
Yeah, we don't know.
So I don't really know. We'll just have to kind of come back. Obviously, frankly, I think it's higher now than it will be when we come back. Yeah. And I don't mean the water. I mean the
grass.
The grass.
Yeah.
So Tom said, find a spot to get some sunlight, find a spot where they're going to pause. They come out of this finger here and out into a ditch.
Yeah, and this is so secluded in here.
Totally secluded. The other advice he gave us was don't hunt over the food plot. Hunt where they're coming or going to it. So we've got a couple trees picked out here. I think, tell me what you think, but I think we're in kind of a holding pattern here. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to have to wait and rejudge mid-July and see if this is any drier.
It's going to be too hard to tell right now just because of how wet it is. But
yeah.
It's got potential for sure.
We'd have to bring in weed eaters, and we'd have to cut this with weed eaters, and then we'd have to spray with hand sprayers, and then we'd have to literally kind of seed it with a hand seeder.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not big enough to where it's a pain in the butt to do it. You know, it's a spot that's large enough that it'll probably, you know, one of Tom's things was it has to be a certain size at a minimum, because they'll just run through the food source and
right.
tear it down before it even has a chance to thrive. And, you know, I think this might be just big enough to where that doesn't happen. But
I'd say if it's big enough, it's just barely big enough. Yeah. It's big enough to play on. Yeah. To hell, if they don't come to it, they don't come to it. We still learn something. Yeah. So, and the good news is there's no pollen back here. That's nice. So, I mean, it's actually really a cool place to sit. I mean, it would be a really neat place because you just have a completely open canopy. So
I'd like to see it in about 6 weeks.
All right, let's go check out a tree to hang a stand in. And like I said, I'm a little disappointed because I didn't get the answer I wanted here today. But I don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe we got the answer is just no. Maybe we got the answer. I'm just not happy with it.
We just don't like it.
All right, let's check something else out. Give me a light. And what I'm gonna try and do is what I'm saying is I'm gonna like go up. Yeah. The American Hunting Podcast is brought to you by the American Hunting Lease Association. Everything you need to enjoy a safe, successful, and affordable hunting lease all in one place. Resources like the Secret to Hunting Private Land ebook and the Front Porch Kit, both free to download, to time-tested, attorney-approved, customizable lease agreements, and of course the most affordable hunting lease liability insurance policy you will find. Protect your landowner, yourself, and every member of your hunt club with the AHLA's complete risk management package. The American Hunting Lease Association, better coverage, better service, all at a better price.
The American Hunting Podcast is brought to you by HuntStand.com and the HuntStand app. Build detailed maps of your hunting areas, view and share your hunting area maps with their revolutionary online mapping technology, and use advanced tools that let you examine and understand your hunting area. Then print your high-quality, fully customizable map on several types of materials. Download the HuntStand app or print a map. Visit HuntStand.com. Start mapping now.
Hey man, the fact that you're still watching really inspires us, and we appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, if you liked the American Hunting Podcast, please subscribe below, like our channel, find us on Facebook and Instagram, and like us there as well, as much as we like you. We've also got some recommended videos and things for you to watch. So thanks again, take care, and keep looking out for us because we're coming.